Hey YouTube, Jose Cologne back with another fragrance video. Been away from a while, been working a lot, been extremely busy. So I'm gonna try to start recording some more videos here, but it is gonna be a little hard in the time that I'm in right now. I'm probably gonna be moving soon. I currently live in San Diego, California, and I'll be moving to Florida in October. So kind of been doing a lot of planning, looking for places to live, and kind of arranging everything to get ready for this move. So my life's been kind of hectic this last month or so. So if I don't put out that many videos, by the time I get moved and situated over there and get a little recording area set up, then I'll definitely start getting the videos going again. But wanted to get a video in today before here in the near future I start packing my colognes away to get ready for the move. Since we are coming up to the fall, decided to do a top fall list, and this is going to be my designer list. I have so many colognes that sometimes I have a hard time choosing, and I like to mix in as many colognes as I possibly can. So this is actually going to be it was going to be a top 10, then I made it a top 15, and then there was one that I kind of like, oh, you know what, I should throw this one in here too because it is really good. So these are what I have in my collection. Now there's a lot of colognes out there. I don't have everything, so if yours isn't on here, definitely you can put it in the comments if you think yours deserves to be in there, and maybe I can take a look at it later. But from my collection, this is going to be my top 16 designer for the fall 2016. And if you do stick around to the end, I am going to have a giveaway, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video for that. Alright, so getting into my list itself, I'm going to make the list or each kind of description kind of brief just so I can get through the video. I got a lot of colognes I want to get out there. I'm going to start off with my two honorable mentions. Everyone knows this one, Bleu de Chanel. This is the EDT. Nice grapefruit scent. This is kind of more of a great all year around scent, which is kind of why it's one of those dumb reaches. If I can't think of what I want to wear during the fall, then this is definitely one that I'll reach for. It doesn't have the greatest performance, but it's still a nice, great scent. The other one is Perriel's Black Vanilla Absolute. Some people say it sort of smells a little bit like Guerlain's SDV. It's a nice vanilla-y, boozy, florally type scent. But your main player is just going to be a nice, smooth, vanilla-y smell. The main reason I'm listing this as a honorable mention is because I haven't had this one very long, so I still need to do more testing. But in the few times that I have worn it, I definitely do like this one, and it's definitely going to get some use this fall. So those are my two honorable mentions. Let's go ahead and get into the main list. Next one on my list is going to be called Rowcus Man. This one, you're going to kind of see a trend between a lot of my fall colognes. They all going to have, there's a lot of them that's going to have similar vibes. But basically what you're going to get from Rowcus Man is going to be almost like a chocolatey, coffee, vanilla-y type vibe. Definitely I would classify it as a gourmand. If you like a sweet vanilla coffee type scent, this is definitely one you want to check out. That's gonna be number 16, and that's Rowcus Man. Alright, next one on my list is one by Thierry Mugler, and that's Pure Havana. I know a lot of people can get thrown off. It has kind of like a cherry vibe in the beginning, which I feel like it's more pronounced on paper than it is on skin. But this is basically a sweet, tobacco-y, yes, you can pick up a slight cherry smell. You get like some cinnamon and some vanilla in there. But just a great overall fall scent. Gets great performance, and definitely one that you should check out if you haven't already. So that's my number 15. That's Thierry Mugler's Pure Havana. Alright, next one on my list is one by Yves Saint Laurent. Needs no introduction. Been pretty big in the fragrance community for a while now. That's La Nuit de l'Homme. This is the reformulated version, so it doesn't have great performance. I get maybe 4 to 5 hours of total scent life out of it. This one has a nice sweet cardamom It's kind of spicy with some of that, I guess, like lavender in the background. Definitely a sexy scent, a great fall scent. And I think it's going to be one that's going to be kind of like an Aqua de Gio or something. It's going to be a great cologne for a long time. So my number 14, I believe, is going to be La Nuit de l'Homme. Alright, next one on my list is going to be one from Emporio Armani, and that's Emporio Armani Diamonds. This one may throw some people off as far as some people may consider it more of a fresh frag, but to me it's kind of like a sweet vanilla-y, slightly fruity. I know there's no leather listed in this, but I kind of feel like I get like a sweet leathery vibe, almost like CH Men. Definitely kind of reminds me of that cologne a little bit. It's definitely a great scent. Doesn't get the greatest performance. I get it around maybe 4 to on the high side 6 hours of scent life, but just another great fall scent, and that's my number 13, Emporio Armani Diamonds. Alright, next one on my list is one by Givenchy, and that's Gentleman Only Intense. This one doesn't get as much attention in the fragrance community, but it's definitely one that I've liked for a while. To me, I get like a lot of, it's a powdery tonka bean scent. You get some leather in there. It's definitely on the sweeter side with some woods in the background. Definitely a good fall scent. Gets, I would say, above average performance, anywhere between the 6 to 8 hour mark on the high side. But yes, another sweet, leathery tonka bean type fragrance. But it is a great scent. If you haven't checked it out, definitely get your nose on it. That's Givenchy's Gentleman Only Intense. Alright, next one on my list is one by Christian Dior, one that doesn't need much introduction. That's Christian Dior Homme Intense, or DHI as some other people call it. Definitely one that gets a lot of love and praise in the community. One that when I first smelled it, I blind bought it based off all the love that it was getting. It's kind of one that I sprayed and it kind of threw me off. I wasn't a big fan of that iris, that strong iris, like lipsticky vibe that comes off of it. But of course, the first time I sprayed it, my wife said it smelled amazing. So I decided to hold on to it for a while, and the more and more that I've gone back to it, it's kind of grown on me, and it's definitely one that I'm starting to like a lot more. So I definitely plan on getting a lot more wearings out of it this fall, and kind of see how it kind of develops on me. But I'm definitely starting to like this one a lot more, and that's Christian Dior's Homme Intense. Alright, next one on my list is one from Carolina Herrera, and that's CH Men Prive. Another sweet, leathery scent. Like I said, sometimes you might see similarities in a lot of my fall scents, but it's got tonka bean, it's got like a sweet leather, tobacco-y type feel to it. I believe it has, I believe it has cardamom in it, but just another great fall scent. Doesn't get the greatest performance. I probably get maybe about 5-6 hours of performance out of it, but I definitely do enjoy this one, and I definitely plan on getting some more wearings out of this one. And I forgot what number that is, maybe number 11 or so. That's CH Men Prive. Alright, next one on my list is one from Armani, and that's Armani Code Profumo. Wasn't a huge fan of the original Armani Code, but I definitely am a fan of this one. Basically, I feel like on this one you kind of get like a, it's a tonka bean scent. It's a sweet, almost caramelly with a little bit of spiciness in the background. I believe it also has cardamom in it, but another, and I tend to lean towards sweeter fragrances during the fall and winter in general. But that's my number 10. That's Armani Code Profumo. This also gets great performance, easily lasts me 8 to 10 hours, and this is one that you do want to go light on the trigger on. So that's Armani Code Profumo. Alright, so next one on my list is one from Viktor and Rolf, and this is Spice Bomb. Most of you already know about it, but this is basically a nice, sweet, cinnamony scent. I feel like cinnamon is that key note that sticks out the most. It's got leather, it's got a lot of peppers in it, so it definitely, that spice bomb, you definitely get a lot of spiciness from it. It has some florals in it, some woods, but cinnamon seems to be the key note that sticks out to me. Just a nice, sweet, cinnamony scent. So I believe that's my number 8. That's Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. Alright, next one on my list is one by Dolce Gabbana. It's Dolce Gabbana the One, and this is the EDP version. This one is a sweet tobacco-y tonka bean. It's got ginger and grapefruit in it. Just overall mixes to be a great scent. Doesn't get the greatest performance. I probably get maybe 6 hours of total scent life out of this. It's not one that's gonna choke people out or anything. It's a great all occasion scent. So that's my number 7 cologne. That's Dolce & Gabbana's The One EDP. Alright, getting into my number 6, kind of a newer one to my list. Starting to get a lot of buzz in the fragrance community, and that's Sweet Tobacco 1821. I believe the company is called Manmade. Definitely one that's I'm really starting to like a lot. Before Daver from the Fragrance Brother reviewed this, I believe it was Triple Ink. I think that's his fragrance channel. He's the one that brought this to my attention maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, I believe it was. And it's definitely one that I'm starting to enjoy a lot. Even though it says Sweet Tobacco, on Fragrantica, I didn't check the actual website of Manmade. They didn't have tobacco listed as one of the notes. Definitely a woodsy, sweet, spicy. It's got vanilla in there. And an interesting note that kind of stuck out to me is said it had red wine in it. And when you do actually smell it, you do get kind of a red wine-ish feel to the cologne. But if there isn't tobacco listed in there, the combination of the ingredients definitely gives it a tobacco-y feel. But I would say definitely there's more than likely tobacco in there. So you can kind of get a slightly tobacco vanilla feel, but not really, because the boozy wine-ish smell kind of definitely distinguishes it. Also, it's definitely got a lot of woods in there. So you can kind of get a tobacco-y, woodsy, sweet, vanilla-y type scent. I've only had it about 3 months. I've gotten several handful of wearings, but I'm definitely, in the 3 or 4 times that I've worn it, I definitely enjoy it. It gets great performance, and it really doesn't cost very much. So that's Sweet Tobacco 1821. Alright, getting into my top 5 for my fall list. The next one is one by Guerlain, and that's L'Homme Ideal. Now, this is the EDT version. If I have tried the EDP, which I do prefer, but I don't have it yet. Just based off a sample, I can't say I did enjoy that one more, but I still really do like this one a lot. This one is a sweet, almondy tonka bean scent. It's got some leathers, florals, and woods in there as well, but it's mainly gonna be a sweet, almondy type scent. If you haven't smelled this one, definitely want to get your nose on, especially if you enjoy a nutty, almondy, sweet scent. So that's my number 5. The EDT gets average performance, maybe 5-6 hours of total scent life, maybe 7 on a good day, but that's L'Homme Ideal by Guerlain as my number 5. Alright, getting into my number 4, it's one by Thierry Mugler, and that's Pure Malt. Just based off the name of the fragrance, it's definitely a nice boozy malty scent. You get some spiciness in there, you get some woods, and you get a little bit of that original Thierry Mugler Angelman DNA, but definitely a nice boozy woodsy scent. So my number 4 on the list, it's Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt. Gets great performance as well. Alright, getting into my number 3, it's going to be one by English Laundry, and that's Windsor Pour Homme. Definitely one that's quickly jumping into one of my favorite designer colognes. It's kind of a cinnamony, nutty, slightly fruity, florally scent. I did do a separate review on this if you haven't seen that already. You do get kind of, if you know any of the niche colognes, you can pick up some sort of Eau de Jaune by Parfums de Marly scent from this. Just a great, sweet, florally, and you do pick up, I believe it has apple and orange in this, not 100% sure, but just a great overall scent that does perform really well, projects well, and lasts easily 8 hours on my skin. So my number 3, it's Windsor Pour Homme by English Laundry. Alright, my number 2 on the list here is one by Bulgari, and that's Bulgari Man Black. I've definitely always loved this scent since the day I got it. This one can sort of remind you of Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb a little bit. It has that sweet, cinnamony, spicy vibe to it with an added boozy and smokiness to it. So you get like a smoky, boozy, sweet, cinnamony scent. Overall, a great scent. I really do enjoy this one a lot. It gets above average performance. I get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on a good day in performance. But overall, it's a great scent. That's why it's my number 2. Fall 2016, that's Bulgari's Man Black. Alright, getting into my number 1, Fall 2016, it's going to be Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. This is, I believe it was released last year. I've only had it maybe 4 or 5 months, so I haven't gotten a proper fall wearing, but I've worn it during the summer on a cooler night, and I definitely really do love this one. I'm looking forward to getting a lot more wearings out of it. If you like pistachio nut, it has a Indian dessert, I believe it's called Kulfi, which is made from pistachio nuts. It's got pistachio nuts, cardamom. It's got like a sweet, creamy, spicy vibe to it. But overall, it's just a great scent. From a person that loves pistachio nut ice cream, I definitely love this cologne. It smells great. I haven't run across anyone that doesn't like this scent. It's not a loud scent, so projection just gonna be maybe 2 to 3 feet away from you. So it's definitely more of a scent bubble scent. And the performance itself, I get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of scent life out of it. Smells great and is just amazing in my books, which is why it's my number 1. Easily could be a niche cologne, and if you look around hard enough, you can easily find it under $100. On the higher side for designer colognes, but it's a great scent and it's definitely worth the price tag in my book, and which is why it's my number 1, Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Alright, and for my giveaway, and I have so much stuff that I still want to sell and move along. I'm going to be giving away, this is a 10 ml. If you want, I've been wanting to try some niche colognes out. This is a 10 ml decant of Amouage Sunshine Man. It's probably only got about 9 mils left. Took a few sprays out of it. So that's Amouage Sunshine Man, and I'm also going to throw in a 30 ml bottle of Atelier Cologne's Musk Imperial. It's maybe got about 28 mils left, but this is a solid scent. If you like colognes like Creed Aventus, it can definitely give you a Creed Aventus-y vibe, but that's Atelier Cologne's Musk Imperial, 30 mils. Comes in this little leathery pouch. So if you want to give it on the giveaway, like always, like, comment, count me in, and make sure to be a subscriber. After about 7 days, I'll pick a winner, post it on my channel. But if it's been over 7 days, don't worry about, it's gonna be closed and the giveaway is gonna be over. So make sure to pay attention to the date of the actual video. So that was my giveaway, and that was my top fall list. See you guys on the next one.